Donald Trump has said repeatedly that he did nothing wrong. Do you believe that?
Well, here's what I believe. We live in an America where if you're the Democratic candidate for president, Hillary Clinton, Secretary of State, you can set up a private server in your basement to conduct government business. And when an investigation is had about your activity, no, let me finish.
But you didn't answer the question.
That was ridiculous. Well, yeah. I'm trying to answer the question from a Republican point of view.
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Ojeda here. And South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham got a little snippy on ABC's This Week with George Stephanopoulos recently. The interview started off a little bit bumpy as Graham and Stephanopoulos sparred over Donald Trump's handling of classified documents.
I'm trying to answer the question from a Republican point of view. That may not be acceptable on this show. Yes, I don't like what President Trump did in certain aspects. I don't like that Joe Biden had classified information on the garage. I don't like that Mike Pence carelessly took classified information. I don't like any of that. But what I don't like is a system in America where the Secretary of State, who's a Democratic candidate for president, has people take a hammer to social media devices and break them apart, apply bleach bit to a hard drive to erase emails, allow classified information to get on a felon's computer, Anthony Weiner. You haven't even mentioned that.
Graham didn't want to answer anything truthfully and kept deflecting blame onto Hillary Clinton's emails and Anthony Weiner's laptop. Graham got checked when he started his idiotic argument about then Secretary of State Hillary Clinton setting up a private server in her basement. Stephanopoulos yanked on Graham's leash to bring the wandering jackaloon back to the espionage charges that Trump is facing. Graham didn't like it and started snipping like an ankle-biting little dog.
He did not commit espionage. What he did is very similar, in my view, to what Hillary Clinton did. People in the Clinton case took a hammer to a BlackBerry and destroyed it. They wiped clean with bleach bit emails. They said they were all personal, but some of them actually were classified, and it wound up on Anthony Weiner's computer, and not a damn thing happened to her.
Senator, first of all, she was fully investigated. They found the investigation found no intentional.
Graham continued to misrepresent the entire situation, referencing Anthony Weiner's laptop and regurgitating the same dead talking points about Hillary's emails. He sounded like a carnival barker selling tickets to a sideshow.
You've made your point, but you also said something that I believe is not true based on what's in the indictment. You said that he did not disseminate any of this information. In fact, there's an audio tape in the indictment where he's talking about the secret information, saying he knows it's secret, knows it's not declassified.
Okay, let's talk about that. I don't know what happened. I haven't heard the audio.
The truth that Lindsey Graham doesn't want to admit is that there is no comparison. Every crackpot Republican that stands to lose something is up in arms over Donald Trump being criminally charged. Graham is putting up a flamboyant act, which basically he will likely go down with the ship. Stephanopoulos confronted Graham about Trump being recorded saying he took classified documents with him when he left the White House, and he no longer had the power to declassify them. Graham claimed to have not heard about that audio in question. Graham feigned ignorance like Clarence Thomas filing out his tax forms. Graham used his filibuster experience to ramble on with meaningless conversation and accusations, again directed at Hillary Clinton. He continued to make false allegations against the Clintons. Stephanopoulos tagged Graham with the fact that she had been fully investigated and found to have done nothing wrong. He hammered the point that Trump had 4 years to bring charges against her if he had something other than unfounded accusations. He did manage to bring the wandering Graham back on point momentarily. Lindsey Graham knows that Donald Trump is up a creek without a paddle. Rudy Giuliani knows, and so do Trump's lawyers. So why is the storyline being pushed that Trump did nothing different from Joe Biden and Mike Pence when classified documents were found in their residence? The truth is that Donald Trump knowingly and willfully obstructed the recovery of the truckload of boxes found in his Florida residence, and that's a fact. Everyone knows that Donald Trump is facing prison time. Lindsey Graham is like the band leader from the Titanic. Everyone knew that the ship is sinking, but the band played on. That's exactly what Lindsey Graham's charade is all about. He is not in Donald Trump's corner out of loyalty. He is in Donald Trump's corner to line his own pockets with potential defense contracts. Lindsey Graham is an absolute phony. He's an actor and he's the poster boy for implementing term limits. Lindsey Graham doesn't have a credible bone in his body. He's a spineless worm, and that's a fact. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.